we on Boss Talk 101. Yeah, we gon' talk, we gon' have fun. We be on fire, we be lit. It's a unique hustle. Big
Check it. It's Unique Hustle. It's your boy ECO, and I'm here with the lovely, amazing, official Miss Jamaica. What's going on?
Nothing, you know what I'm going. I want y'all to stop what you're doing right now. Go like, subscribe, follow us on all social media platforms. And I mean all. Our Facebook, Instagram, TikTok, Snapchat, you name it. We're on it. Just Google us, Boss Talk Podcast 101. We pop up first in line, I guarantee you. But y'all see us on the street and talk about, man, we love Boss Talk 101. How can we support the brand? This is how you can support the brand. Go ahead and join our membership. How you can find our membership on YouTube is under each and every video, including this one right here in the description section below right here. There's a link that says join our membership. Click that link, follow all the instructions. You get all the exclusive content that y'all been asking us. Where is this interview? Where is that interview? It's in our membership package. So the only way you see it is to be a member. Go ahead and join today. Thank you.
Man, check it, man. Hey, man, listen, man. We back on the set, man. It about to go down, man. We got a legend in here. You know, this my guy, y'all. I've been rocking with him, man, a long time ago. We go all the way back to Peeping Tom, but I was a fan then, and I'm a fan now, man. The legend in here, man. Twisted Black. What's up, baby?
Man, what's happening, baby?
And he brought some company, didn't he?
I did. I brought
Pooh the Great.
Pooh the MF and Great.
I know what the fuck going on.
What?
Yeah.
Man, so we gonna get all the way into it, man. Thank you for coming on the show, man. You know, I've been waiting on this one, man. I really have, you know what I'm saying? Just to really just get back in here with you, man, because there's been so many things that you've been doing, bruh. And the first thing, or do you want to go ladies first?
I want to go. I want to talk to Pooh a little bit.
Pooh the Great?
Yes. I want to know who gave you the name and why you feel like you the great. Who gave you that?
I gave me that.
You gave you that.
I gave me that. Somebody stole my name, my image. I switched it up.
So what was your name first?
It was Pooh Savage.
Okay, somebody stole it.
Yeah. She sounded just like me.
Oh.
Yeah.
Well, you're inspiring.
I guess so. I gotta be. But you can steal my whole image. I gotta be.
So you named yourself Pooh the Great.
Pooh the Great. I am the greatest.
Oh, you are.
I am the greatest.
That's big to say something like that, because there's still a lot of living female legends that are still around.
Of course.
So when you say you the greatest, you're saying you even better than some of the living legends.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying.
And she stand on that straight business.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying.
Where are you from originally?
I'm from Fort Worth.
Fort Worth,
South side of Fort Worth.
South side. Man, that's hard, man. And that's why y'all link, because you be set tripping. I get it. I ain't tripping. That's what I'm saying.
I'm not going to start with you. I'm not going to. We're not going to start banging on here. I'm not banging with you.
You rep that Fort Worth, man. I'm just being honest.
To the fullest.
I see.
What he said.
So what was it like growing up in Fort Worth as a female? Because I hear all these stories about Fort Worth.
I don't know. For me, it was easy. Like, it was chill. I didn't really have the drama and the extra stuff. I didn't have all of that going on.
So you didn't join like the gangs and all of that sort of stuff? You weren't?
I think I'm too pretty for that.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
Okay.
I don't think that fits me.
Okay. So growing up, were you raised with your mom and your dad in the household?
I was raised with my mother.
Where was your dad?
Next question.
She like Shaq.
Okay.
You know, you heard of Shaquille O'Neal?
Yeah.
Shaquille say Phil is my father because my biological didn't bother. You know, go listen to it. He said it. Phil is my father. You know, Phil, he was with him the whole time, and I, you know, one thing about I had a stepfather, so shout out to Willie, R.I.P. to Willie at the same time, and R.I.P. to my father. But Willie, I was hell on Willie, man. That nigga, man, he couldn't win for losing with me when it come down to trying to be a stepdad to a bad child that's a teenager already. You ain't my daddy.
Right.
Yeah.
That's how we do it.
Yeah.
You ain't my daddy. Yeah. And he done walked to the store, got groceries and everything in the snow. Nigga, you still ain't my daddy. You know?
But as you got older, you learned to appreciate that.
Once I sold him that 38. We became friends, like, you know what I'm saying? When I sold a nigga the 38, that's when we got and then I sold him a TV. And then once I started selling him stuff because I was hustling, I'm like, damn, he cool. You know what I'm saying?
You ain't nothing. Horrible guy.
Benefiting from
Horrible guy.
You're not supposed to say he's a stepdad. You're supposed to give it to him.
No, we saw because the TV went out. Listen,
were you living in the house?
When the TV went out, I was here at the store. He called me. That was the last probably call we had.
Oh,
and then, you know, he died out there, but he was like, man, this damn TV that went out. I'm like, man, that TV 20 years old, nigga. You got a good deal. Let's get back to it, man. I can do this all day.
The reason why, because there's so many people who sit in that seat that are raised by mom and dad wasn't there, Rolling Stone, all of that sort of stuff. But I always ask that question because that's your foundation, and that builds who you are in character. Whether he wasn't there, and that's the reason why, whether you end up in certain type of relationships, why you know what I mean?
Yeah.
But and there are kids who are going through that right now who might be watching this and be like, okay, how can I overcome this? How can I get out of this mindset? How can I become a better person? Whether you're in a work in progress, because there's nobody's perfect.
Right. Well, how can I link with Twisted Black? Hell, she them came out of some kind of way.
Just different things.
But I'm just saying, that's the way you would think. Like, you sitting on here with Twisted Black. You know how many other aspiring artists would want to be sitting here? And then you think about it, you like, she might have had some problems, dysfunctional, because I'm sure dysfunctional. People don't like when you say that, but it's really just meaning your parents weren't together.
But God put us through different things for a reason. True. God put us through everything for a reason. And I always tell people, don't be ever be ashamed of what you go through. You have some people come on here and they were molested by their dads, by their different things.
It gets rough. It gets rough.
Whatever.
It's rough.
But I tell people, somebody out there going through it right now, and whether they want to commit suicide or whatever, and because of your story, you stop that. You might never know who you might touch, but there's a reason that we go through things for a testimony to help somebody else. You understand what I mean? So I always tell people, don't ever be ashamed of anything you go through. And sometimes talking about it can also heal you. Because when you don't talk about things that you've been through, you hold it up, and that's the reason why we go through trauma and keep going through it. You might not repeat the same trauma, but you keep going through it because you have not forgiven and you have not released that.
Wow. And your kids, it can transfer to your kids
I think
as well.
for me, my dad was on drugs my whole life, but he was a functioning addict.
Yeah.
Okay.
And you got the ones that's outside on the streets begging for money and
exactly.
stuff. He was never that type. He always kept a job. He always kept himself up. It was never that with him. But I'm the only girl, and it was a time where I'd never forget. He called. He got out of jail. He called, and I was trying to talk to him, and he didn't want to talk to nobody but my brother.
No, and see, that's the kind of stuff like me and my pops never hugged at all. He wasn't no emotional type dude. You know what I'm saying? So a lot of times people don't know nothing but what they brought up looking at. So they just really acting out. This stuff, being a parent there's not a book. There's not a thing that show us a guide on how to do it. So sometimes we do make mistakes, but at the end of the day, we only human and we prone to do that, but we're trying to figure it out. Doesn't mean we don't love you, but we're trying to figure out how to love.
But not But not only that, men I feel from my perception, men always feel like, that's my son, I need to show him how to be a man. I need to talk to him to guide him in the right direction. Mama need to show you how to be a woman. So I was there showing you how a man's supposed to treat a girl growing up, but when you become a teenager, I think men usually step away and let the woman do what a mom's supposed to do.
That's real.
I didn't see it like that at that time.
Because you felt like you were daddy's girl.
Yeah, and I was like, why you don't want to talk to me?
Right.
Like, what's going on with you? But, that happened, but on his deathbed, I was the only one there.
Wow, that's dope. That's dope. So you did have closure, and that's the good thing.
I did.
That's good.
Yeah, I was with my dad too on his deathbed when he was getting ready. He didn't know it. He didn't know he was getting ready to pass because he went through surgery. But it be like that, you know what I mean? Like, and I don't know how we done got over into these hard conversations because I really wasn't trying to get all emotional. I'm gonna break down on this whole.
Not for
You are not gonna break down. Stop talking. Don't be lying.
I'm gonna break down.
I know.
Man. So let's get to it, man. Black, I seen you on 85 South. Can I go there?
Go ahead.
And man, dope interview, man. Like how did you end up linking with them boys, man? Carlos Miller, which is my guy.
Right.
Shout out to Carlos. Gonna always stop or come by Boss Talk when he come to town. You already know that you watch the show. You know the links. Right. But how did you and him link up, and how did that thing happen?
Man, shout out to Cam Guy. Cam got out of.
Shout out to Cam Guy. I met him at the AA next door.
Right.
Right here.
Yeah.
Yeah, the nigga was going through it. He was just trying to get the paper signed, though. He wasn't trying to get help. I think he was trying to get help. He got his paper signed.
Well,
that's my guy, though.
People gonna think what they think now, though.
But anyway, that's how you link with him.
Yeah, man. Cam got being from Fort Worth, and he shoots for them up there. You know what I mean? And he thus far, Cam he seemed like one of those guys that don't get enough. I don't want to say praise, but notoriety. For trying to, like the same thing you do with me. hey man, I want you to meet so and so. So however, he brought me up to Carlos, and Carlos was like, man, I'm a fan of Twisted Black. I know he like Twisted Black coming home, and he's like, man, that's my guy. He started naming off the songs, and the rest was history.
Wow, that's and that nigga is a student though of the game. I know the nigga studying my moves too, nigga. I got some, you know what I'm saying? Carlos, shout out, nigga. I'm over here working, but anyway. I know the nigga studied the music. You know, when I brought up Birdman and he was on here, he was on it.
Right.
When that nigga he quick with the snap when it comes to the culture. That's what's dope about Carlos Miller. You know what I'm saying? Anytime you bring something up, or if you talking about it, that nigga probably more snappy or quicker. I think it's between him and Faison. Them niggas that snap, they know exactly how to get on the subject. That's something that I watch when I'm interviewing. You know what I mean? But that's the way he was. Everything. You can't name something, he ain't gonna figure out something to talk about.
Right.
I'm kind of the same way, but it's the same shit, just learning different subjects. So when you was in there, what stuck out to you the most about the show?
Well, first I fumbled. I didn't even realize.
Really?
I fumbled. I didn't even realize I had fumbled. Because he had the instrumental playing, so I'm thinking, shit, he just playing some beats. I didn't know that they rap on the beginning of it. You know what I mean? So I'm just like, oh yeah, that's jamming. And he looking and he started rapping. I'm like, yeah, that's still jamming. And, you know,
he waiting on you.
Oh, yeah, he was waiting on you.
I ain't even know. I ain't know till shit a month later. You know what I mean? Like, why he ain't rapping in the beginning? I'm like, I ain't not supposed to be rapping. You know, I took Gunna Meezy up there too.
Yeah. You did. Shout out to Gunna Meezy.
Yeah, I guess he didn't start rapping, but he was ready though. You know, that would have been cool. But long story short, man, it was a good interview, and what stood out the most was his level of intelligence.
Yeah,
man. Like the same thing you speaking about, man. He's sharp, and then I really like the way he handled Gunna Meezy in the interview, because you know they had a real open dialogue about fathers and street stuff. You know what I mean? And he wasn't trying to peel back layers to exploit Meezy or nothing like that. You know what I mean? And Meezy was able to keep up. It was a good dialogue. I thought it was a good interview beside me fumbling.
No, I think it's just dope to see you on that set for me. Anytime I'm watching your moves, and even when you going, whether it's real life or wherever you went, I always watch because I'm a fan, first of all, for all your work and everything you've done and brought to the game. Then just your story, your testimony, the things you've been through. A lot of dudes ain't never did what you done. You know what I mean? So I think that's something that I admire. So I'm looking at the whole movement, and just to see you linking and handling yourself the way you're doing on these videos and all that stuff, just dope, man. So congratulations to you, and kudos for figuring it out, because a lot of times nigga can't get back. You know what I'm saying?
I'm still in that process.
No, it's
figuring it out.
Yeah, man, and I had it was Rain. I think me and him was talking about just BMF, Big Meech home.
Right.
He's home, kinda home, like kinda. You know how that goes. Give me the process of how coming home after you've done so much time. How was it for you coming out those doors, dealing with society, and just trying to find your way back to a groove to understand, hey man, I'm here, and now I got to show and prove.
Well, man, it's been hard, right? So in order for me to give you the process, I have to give you the contrast between him and I, at least to the eye. He came home to it.
Oh yeah, for sure.
You did what I'm saying? I came home to build it. You see, and for me, hey champ, it's been hard, you know, trying to come home and figure out how to build it, how to get back into the position I was in before, and even higher from the ground without selling drugs.
Yes.
I ain't never not sold though. So for me, not selling drugs.
Wait a minute, you never not sold drugs?
Not since I can remember. You know,
never.
Never. My father brought me up. I'm talking. This is no exaggeration. From 6 years old, breaking down pounds of weed, showing me how to bag it up, showing me how to separate it from the nicks and the dimes. Remember, they used to be in the manila envelope. Yeah. See, so I was taught wrong.
Man, the manila envelope. Boy, you brought back memories.
Put the pound of weed on the album cover and let the seeds roll out.
Yeah.
That's what I was taught. So, naturally I sold drugs from 15 on, you know. So me to get out here and then watch the first of the month come so fast.
Don't it?
Okay? And then you ain't selling drugs. So everyday guys like you and me, we got to get up and create a bankroll.
That's right.
You know, I got to tuck in with 2, 3 something,
Mm-hmm.
you know, every day in order to survive. So him, I'm not saying he had it easy. I'm just saying he came home to it. So I don't know how his transformation or acclimation is going to be. But for me, it's been a struggle, you know. But God is good.
God is
Which
great.
one's harder? Is it harder to stay legit, or is it harder? Was it harder for you to when you were in the streets?
In the streets?
Mm-hmm.
The streets was...
Easy.
Well, I'm not going to say easy, but I was the streets. You know what I mean? So I was just... It's instinct. It's like boxing, you know. It was my instincts.
So this is only harder for you because it's new. It's
I've
something.
never done it.
It's something new that you have to learn.
Yeah, so I have to learn how to be good.
Wow, man. I mean, like I get it, bro. You know, Big Meech, he comes home and he has the world hand. You got Rick Ross. I think I'm Big Meech. He coming out, you know, talking about, man, welcome home, LeBron James and all of those guys, you know. But you had some people that reach out to you like Bun B, some people that you had past relationship to. I don't know who else
E40,
would E40. You know what I'm saying? So you did have, and
Killer
I think,
Corleone,
Killer Corleone, like people that rock with you. You know what I'm saying? How important is that for people to reach out and give you that encouragement when you first come home?
Man, for me, it's very important because, you know, I had 3 30-year sentences, right? And they consolidated it to 1 30-year sentence. And then I ended up doing 17 years and 2 months, gave back like 10 years, you know. And I never told. I'm not saying anybody else told. But I felt like I had done it for no reason. You know what I mean? When I came home, like, I just did it because that's how I was raised. I'm not trying to be tougher than nobody else or nothing like that. I did what I done, but then you get home and you're like, well, you on your way home, you like, because you've been there struggling the whole time. If I didn't hustle in prison, then I just didn't have it because niggas was not looking out, so miss me with all of that.
That's real.
Yeah, they be faking. So when you get home, you're like, shit, well, you know, I done what I done for me, but you don't get no trophy. So when guys like that reach out, Buns and street guys and E40s, you're like, oh, okay, man, they saw it. You know, at least it was for a little something because you felt like nobody seen it.
Wow.
You know what I mean?
But did you expect when you came out that it would be different? Because if they weren't helping while you were in there, did you expect that when you came home that, you know, they was going to help?
But that's just it, Miss Jamaica. No, they didn't help while I was there. But when I came home, a lot of people did.
Okay.
A lot of people did, and that's what blew me.
Okay.
You know, I'm like, man, I ran, not that it's a lot of money, I ran up about 170 the first year. You dig what I'm saying? And I'm like, shit. You know, this okay.
Yeah.
But I'm going to tell you why it's so hard. Is because you look out, the money come in spurts. See, these rap niggas ain't gonna tell the truth. See, that's why you don't see me with all the jewelry on and all that. It ain't because I can't buy the jewelry. It's because it's not that important to me.
That's real.
You did.
That's real.
Yeah, I'm just saying
That's real.
for me, I don't want to look like I got money.
Yeah.
I want money.
That's
so
real.
you know, for me, it's a little bit different because the money in this music come in spurts.
Yeah.
And so when I would go down, I would panic. I'm like, oh shit, ain't nobody calling for no features. Boss Talk don't want to pay me for no interviews. He just told me I ain't paying you, nigga. I'm gonna give you the game, but I teach you how to fish. I'm in Atlanta. You sleep? Well, boss, I'm drinking coffee. I'm just trying to. You can't work while you drink coffee. You know how you do. So you know it was a little bit different. You know?
Gotta get it.
I panicked when I started nosediving.
Yeah.
And that's one of the reasons. And then JT, my manager, old manager from the beginning, whole time I was in prison. See, this was his way of telling me on the cool, you done got old. But I'm like, nigga, I rap like a motherfucker. I got some bad stuff for you. He like, your story, Black. Your story. And I'm like, yeah, but you got to hear this new song. I'm finna send it to you. Black, your story.
That's real.
So now, the movie, I should have came out and got me a camera instead of the microphone.
Come on, man.
It's a different generation that you come out to, because the way how things have changed is not all about the music anymore. Like he said, it's about the story.
It's the story.
I think we talked about it somewhat. I think we was preparing ourselves. I think God don't make mistakes, and I think he drew it out perfectly. The handwriting was on the wall. You walked in your destiny when you came home. You needed to do the interviews. You needed to do the videos. You needed to do the music. Right. You felt like you had left something behind when you left anyway. Those are pocket holes you had to hit because that's who you are.
True.
You know what I'm saying? So I don't think you missed a beat. You know what I mean?
I think what Miss Jamaica said a minute ago was prophetic, man. I ain't mean to touch.
Go ahead.
No,
It really was, is because you go through, man. That's just your process. You go through all that. I'm not ashamed of any of it. You dig? Because that's what made me who I am, and resilient, and I won't take no, and I wake up and go to sleep before you and after you to get to the money. So what you said a minute ago, man, gave me goosebumps because that's what make you who you are. You know, that your character, your talent might get you places that your character can't keep you. My mother used to tell me that, and I ain't get it. You know, and I'm mad at the mother right now. I want it back musically. But yeah, that's why I ain't going nowhere.
I gotta ask
but
you.
But your
about,
life is not for you; it's for somebody else. Because a lot of times people always say, we were talking about something recently, like why do some people can come out of prison and stay out of prison, but some people keep going back. And we're like, okay, why haven't they learned? And sometimes their life is not for them. People have to see them going through stuff and keep seeing them going back and be like, okay, I don't want to be like that. So their purpose is for somebody else. True. And you don't know the reason why they're going back is to help somebody that's in prison. We don't know that too. True. You understand? God's purpose is not for us to know. We just got to walk our path.
Also, that person might be going back to prison and maybe going back because God's saving him. A lot of times it's a cocoon. It pretty much protects you from yourself. You know what I mean?
We don't ever know.
From yourself.
But I had a question about Big Meech. How long is he going to stay in halfway house before he go home?
I don't know his.
We don't know his deal.
I don't know his.
We don't know.
Everybody's different where that is concerned.
Yeah. Usually, how much halfway house time for one person is going to be different.
What's the longest people stay in halfway house for?
Man, the longest I've seen was somebody just told me they got 2 years halfway house. That's
really?
Yeah. So.
But you'll take it rather than being
locked up.
Run that.
Run that too.
Yeah, but then once you get to the halfway house, you're like,
what is it like being in a halfway house? What is that like?
In the beginning, when you leave in prison, you like, hallelujah, thank you, Jesus. But after you've been there for a couple of weeks, like, God damn, I'm ready to go.
Because you get to leave and come back.
Yeah, man, because now you're ready to, because you seeing it, you're so close to your freedom, and man, I got to go back to this, But I tell you what, the halfway house was one of the best things for me, boss. Like, I don't go nowhere. It ain't because I don't like to have a good time. It's because I kind of got disciplined. If I'm not working, I'm usually home. Which can pretty much cause a problem in the home.
Yeah, that's real. That's real.
Yeah, but I'm just not. It kept me from let's say the frivolous being out, because men, if we tell the truth, we just big old boys. We be around now. A woman, on the other hand, will see us. Where you at? I'm with boss, and a woman may think, y'all got some women up there, but we just sitting around talking shit.
That's real.
Swallowing spit, you know what I mean, and watching the game and just high side.
That's why a woman will drive past every now and again just to make sure you're doing what you say you're doing.
Okay,
what she said.
But it's usually that though.
Yeah, then she can trust you. Like, oh yeah, he is doing what he said. Right. Okay.
Yeah, that's why sometimes when our women call, we do this. See, we just
which is good. Which is good.
Yeah, I'll let you see it or whatever.
I gotta ask you about E40. I gotta go back to him. How did you first meet E40?
I met him at remember they used to have in Dallas. They used to have a summer music conference or something like that. Right before I left, I met him one time out there, and told him I was a big fan. And he was like, "Man, we went to the back and got me drunk as hell on some Carlos Ratchet. I'm throwing up and everything." He laughed. "Oh, black, you can't handle the Carlos Ratchet." So. Man, I guess it just kind of started. I can't really remember. I don't want to fake it like if we stayed in touch or whatever. But sometimes, you meet people and they know certain things about you. And, they just kind of keep, especially as street guys. Yeah. You know what I mean? That's, again, and I don't wear it on my sleeve, but I am proud of it. A lot of people know I took my lick. I took my lick on the chin. I went down there, and I didn't just go to jail and just be invisible in jail. I was active in jail.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Whatever it took is what I did. And that shit traveled because it's the Feds, so they know that in every pocket of the United States. Oh, black, you understand me?
Mm-hmm.
So, Yeah.
Wow, and that's the crazy part, man. Because his music at the time when you talking about that was a time. That was no, it wasn't Sprinkle Me. It was on what phase of this was because he started doing all those.
That's when that's when the Carlos Rossi song and all that.
Yeah. I'm on that first. Man, I'm early with E40, man. Right. Him and Sugar. Man, that's my sister. Yeah, you too young. Don't do that.
Y'all know them.
Buddha Great. Say.
I'm lost.
Yeah, him and Be Legit and them. It wasn't they were riding around. Right. Boy, that music was going back to the click.
I'm telling you.
E40 in the click.
One of the best that
He's one of the best. And his independent game was before everybody. Man, he was ahead of the game.
He's still reinventing himself.
Yeah, man.
He's still relevant.
Yeah.
That's what it's about.
Staying relevant.
Yeah.
So I got to ask, I want to go back to prison. So when you were in prison, because you said you did whatever it took to, to survive, so to say.
For sure.
What's the worst thing you've ever seen in prison? 'Cause I know you coming from Fort Worth, so you've seen a lot before you even got
you went to prison.
Right.
But what's the worst thing that you saw in prison?
Hands down, the worst thing, two of the worst things I ever seen in prison. One of them would be, and it was the worst for me because of how I'm wired. If you check yourself, it's easier to be good than it is to be bad. It takes more energy to be bad or be mad or but to be naturally good is how we were made to be. So I seen an Asian guy, some Spanish guys that for whatever the reason they jumped on him inside this 6-man cell. You could hear it. You know what I mean? So I'm on top tier, sitting up, feet up, watching the football game, whatever I was watching. And then when the Asian guy came out, you could hear, you ever heard of death rattle? Heard of death rattle?
What is that?
It's a sound you make before you die. And he was sliding down the wall trying to get to the officer station, but he's soaked in blood. Yeah. And so, like a movie, as he's going down the wall, it's just leaving a trail of blood on the wall, and when he gets almost to the officer station, he make that sound, and that was that. I'm like, I want to, but my instincts, I want to go help him there, but I can't do that.
You can't do that.
Yeah, I can't. And now like, God damn, where am I at? You know what I mean?
And what's the next thing?
The second thing is one time I was in the same place. I was in Beaumont, and I'm looking out the window. Hey, it was 3 guys. It's like a fucking movie. Okay. One of the guys had been false flagging, like he was in a certain gang. I won't say the gang. They get hip to it. When they get hip to him being in the gang, I might shouldn't be telling you all this because it's in the movie. Some of this stuff in the movie, okay. So yeah, but when he no matter of fact, I didn't tell these stories.
Okay.
So that's but there's some good ones, and everybody can cross them. You know what I mean? But 3 of them. I mean, they hang around every day. Cool as hell. They're Spanish. One of them false flagging though, but they're cool, all 3 of them, and they get hip. The gang get hip. However, they got hip that he had been false flagged. He really not one of them. He used to be one of the other ones, one of the opposition, and they told him to come outside to the rec yard. So now, from my cell, you could see the rec yard, and you see all these people out there. It was a Spanish gang, all of them out there, bunch of them. And you see those 3 right there, they talking. I guess whoever told them to come outside, like they know what it is. Like they know we about to hurt you bad. And they went. I mean,
I wouldn't have went.
Shit, I probably wouldn't have went either. Like, you know what, we'll maybe later.
Yeah.
But they went, And so when they went out there, it was just like, it looked like something off a movie. When I say that, the whole crowd engulfed on them, those 3. And when they got off of them, those 3 were just laying on the ground. They didn't die, but they was bad. And then you seen the helicopter come down and get them, put them on the thing and all that. Yeah, it was,
So if it's like in movies, when you're in prison and fights like that start, when you watch movies, the first thing you see, they shoot off and they try to get everybody down.
Yeah, but it happens
gas,
fast.
whatever.
See, it happens fast.
Too fast.
Too fast for that to happen.
See, then that's the way they got off of them when they came with the guns or whatever. The warnings first, the sirens and all that stuff go off, and everybody lay down. So, but when everybody laid down,
no gas or none of that stuff.
It will.
Okay.
Yeah. Yeah, they'll do all of that.
You see
real
niggas
bullets too.
Yeah.
Oh yes,
real
live
bullets?
rounds. Yeah, you get only a certain amount of warnings before the live rounds hit.
Yeah.
And they don't care who they hit.
Well, they're supposed to be saving the victim. So hell no, they don't care who they hit. but yeah, so those are probably two worst things I seen.
Wow, the one thing I can say, man, is you blessed to even make it out of those situations.
Oh yeah, definitely.
You know what I'm saying? A lot of people don't make it out, and people don't talk about those stories.
Right.
The ones who don't make it out, the guys you just talked about,
Right.
certain ones who now I have seen where some of them got paralyzed and they let them out early. If it gets too bad and they don't want to take care of them, and they know they can't do nothing, they let them come home.
Right.
It's just a tough situation, man, and you mind your business.
Definitely.
The most important thing is what you kept saying is minding your business.
You gotta mind
You gotta mind your business.
How long were you in there? This question goes for both of y'all.
Don't go for me.
But but how long? Like the first time when y'all went to prison, how long did it take y'all to make your first shank?
You're not talking to me. You talking to him. I'm not in the,
Because the way how
I'm not in
things
there.
happen, because things
That
happen
had
in there,
nothing
and
to
you
do
want to
with
make
me.
sure that you're protecting yourself. So I'm
Right.
like,
I
you
am
want to
a
make
Christian
sure
and a
you.
God-fearing man.
Yeah, like how long did it take you before you made your
Praise the
first
Lord.
shank?
Thank you,
Yeah,
Jesus,
I
for
was trying to see if he
redemption.
was gonna duck the question.
I'm ducked off. You know what I'm saying? What the hell is wrong with you, man? I'm ducked off. I ain't interviewing. I'm writing books.
Hey, you know what's so
He-
crazy?
he doing the movie.
Now,
What you doing?
this is in the movie. This is
Okay.
a true story. I got a partner to this day named Akar.
Uh-huh.
Okay, we call him Akar. His name is Akar, but we call him Akar because his affiliation. So when I got there, because people knew me, so as soon as I pull up they knew I was coming. As soon as I pull up on the compound, they meeting me with shoes and warm up suits and a watch and currency and stuff like that. And so Akar pull up and he give me a shank. When he give me the shank, I look at the shank, I'm like, I know what they thinking. They thinking I'm a rapper. You know what I mean? They and Black, you probably gonna need. That's where I took it. Like, Black, you probably gonna need it.
Yeah.
And I'm like, nigga, man, my hands decent. I've been doing this. I just rap. You know what I'm saying? So I'm like, no, I don't want that. But after being there
It was like
for 2 weeks,
2 weeks.
literally, it wasn't. It may not be. I'm maybe
You
exaggerating.
went back to him.
I said, bring that. And supersize it. But keep in mind, though, see, I don't want to kill nobody. I ain't trying.
Right.
I'm really trying to fight this thing out. 'Cause at the time, I'm nigga rich, and I'm thinking I'm finna beat it on the pill. You know what I mean? I'm like, man, it's just a matter of money. I don't know how the feds play. Yeah, I was in there for the long haul. But I told him to supersize it, so just in case I have to pull it, I could hit a nigga with it. You know what I mean? Man, get back. You see this big old motherfucker. You know what I mean? But if I hit you with it, then I'm stuck here.
Yeah.
You know, but just to answer your question, eventually after I seen it in the feds, it's not a lot of fighting. It's more stabbing. And yeah, you gotta equalize the situation.
Yeah.
Wow. Man, that's dope, man. Like I said, the fact that you made it home.
Then I didn't travel without it.
You bet not.
Yeah, I kept it.
You bet not.
But don't they do spontaneous searches in these cells to make sure to see if y'all have how y'all hide all of that?
Well, you hide them in the common area. You know, so if they find them, cool. By the time y'all get through and clean up, we'll have enough.
Oh, okay. Okay.
Man, they definitely manufacturing.
Yeah,
You know, everything moving.
Yeah,
and
everything was moving in there.
Then we had some good spots too, you know. I had one spot that I don't accuse.
You had a spot in that hole.
Bad motherfucker, right up under the.
Could never
I don't
find
want to
it.
blow it in case somebody else uses it
Somebody
right
else
now.
might be using
Like,
it.
God damn, Black, you done gave up the game, you know. Yeah, no, real good spot.
Man, shout out, man. The Boss Talk, man, got the Black over here telling these live stories,
mean,
prison
funny.
stories at they
And
finest.
and this is what I do. I challenge anybody. See, this is the thing about Black stories. I challenge somebody to cross it. Go ask somebody and see if I'm putting gas on.
You know what I just thought about? In the feds, do y'all get what y'all call conjugational visits?
Oh, conjugal visits.
Conjugal visits,
Yeah.
right?
No, they do
don't
that in
do
California, man.
Oh, they
So
do that for
only in
real.
California.
Yeah, I want to be in Cali so bad. No.
So they don't do that nowhere else.
Oh, well, not that I know.
So when they
Maybe,
visit,
maybe.
they only visit in the reg. So you can't pay a guard and say, "Hey, can we go over?"
You know?
You can't talk about that.
There have been rumors and situations to where you gotta remember. I'm gonna tell you something. You have to remember whether I'm an inmate or I'm a CO.
Mm-hmm.
We're people.
Mm-hmm.
Women were put here to like men. I don't care what your job is. You can sit here and come in here like a robot all day long. Get in the shower, do what you gotta do. But at the end of the day, you see me. You see me. And you see me every day. And I see you. You know I see you because you're the only woman here working. But sometimes the nature gives in and people make ways.
Yeah, I heard about stories like that where some of these guards get pregnant for some of these.
It's true.
I heard about.
Yeah.
Have there been any of them when they come out, they get married and?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh, they have
come out and still, yeah.
And get married and
I don't know about live happily ever after.
Yeah, that's what
after, but yeah, definitely connect.
No, he ain't gonna be happy. I had one. You get home, hell, she don't even. You like, damn, why did I like her? It's like a bunch of people out here. I don't care if you were taking stuff to my any house. You know what I'm saying? I'm done with this shit. I'm out. You know?
See, in the feds, it's about
y'all only using all of these women.
No. Sometimes it's a mutual understanding.
Okay, but one thing I can't stand with men, right? Y'all would have these mutual understanding. They always say women are very emotional creatures, so we fall. They always say we fall. Y'all men act like y'all don't fall.
Oh, that's not true. I don't care what.
Because they be acting so tough, like man, this is just a booty call. It's just a this, it's just a that.
No,
y'all act like y'all ain't gonna fall.
That's not the truth. Yeah, they're lying.
Okay. Thank you.
That makes sense.
Thank you.
And I'll be the first to tell you, we be in our feelings.
Thank you.
Yes. After if you have sexual relations, because guess what? It's written. It's a soul tie. It ain't just her soul tie. It's mine.
But they always make it seem like it's just the woman. Like they just move on to somebody else and this and that and just.
Yeah, that's the macho thing.
That's the macho thing.
Yeah, it's not the truth though. That's why. I'm gonna tell you how you offset that. That's why so many of these young brothers that ain't grow up with no daddies and uncles and stuff like that, even some of the old ones now, they get into it behind the women. Well, if she ain't nothing, then why you killing? What you killing for over the woman? Because now you going to jail. He dead, and what you think she gonna do?
Because they say because you know what they say? They say it's the reputation. She made me look bad like that.
Yeah, that's what
that's
we
cap.
say.
That's what they.
Well, because she can't make you look bad unless she a representation of you, and that means you got some feelings for it, champ.
That's real.
Yep,
that's real. I'm gonna go back to the music. I gave you your time. Now you done just told this interview all the way now. Better get into Pooh the Great, and we better give these folks a good interview.
We've been in jail long enough.
You have flashback. Really, you talking about reciprocal? I'm not trying to do all that stuff. I just really, like I said, when it come down to you and the music, man. I mean, you did a freestyle, right?
Yeah.
Like how was that?
Which one?
The one I had it right. He sent it to me. The last one.
Whip it.
I
sent you Whip It.
Yeah, you did.
Yeah, I sent you Whip It.
Was that the last one?
What? No, she works.
How many you got?
Man, she works.
Tons.
I'm thinking like that's the one we displaying and we going because you sent it to me, but you got a bunch of them.
Tons.
What's your favorite?
My favorite one?
Yeah.
It have to be Love Louse. I don't know. Everybody love that song.
Everybody
love crazy on TikTok, on Instagram. I mean,
give me a bar, but how it go? Give me something real like.
What I said on it?
Yeah.
I feel like you doing what you doing because I sit back and don't say shit. I told your ass before, I'm not the bitch you want to play with. I really could get even because I see the way you moving, trying to treat me like a lame. This nigga really think I'm stupid. Got me yelling in your face that you still smell at other bitches. Now you the reason I'm forever screaming fuck a nigga. How would you feel if I put it on another nigga? God the only man I ever put above you, nigga. I want my pussy back and yeah, I want the head too. I used to be on bending knees trying to beg you. I blame your mama for the way that she misled you. And when your lying ass was stalking, boy, I fed you. Ain't it funny how them tables gonna turn? I tried to tell this motherfucker, watch the bridges you burn. If you is a blessing you ain't never gonna learn. I'm up to try to give you love that you ain't never gonna earn on God.
Bars. You know what I'm saying? Stop playing with them. You know what I'm saying? Pooh the Great, nigga. And that's why, nigga. You know what I'm talking about?
So that's something that you went through.
Yeah, that was a true story.
That's
true story.
That's
very true story.
Man, so and so that's your therapy.
Is.
Yeah, you get it off your chest like that. Man, so what made you want to work with Pooh the Great?
I tell you what. Besides that, okay. When she came in, because I heard her before I saw her.
Okay.
And when she came in, and I saw how little she was, and it's just a firecracker, you know what I mean? And then so now I'm doing a little resume check, and they like, yeah, the streets rooting for Pooh. You know what I mean? Because she one of the ones. Like if I could switch to make her be a male, she'd be one of the ones that they're gonna root for.
Wow.
And then when I saw her character and her talent, and I don't know, man, I'm attracted to the underdog.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
Yeah.
And I think we're gonna do great things.
Man, when we gonna get something from y'all?
Oh, wait! I'm gonna have to go and send it to you so you can put it.
You need to send it to me, man.
So you already did one.
Yeah.
The hardest one.
Hard.
What is it called?
Scar for life.
Wow.
Scar for life. It ain't no me. It's
In me.
Yeah.
Man. No, I'm not in the city.
Man, that's hard, man. So that's the part that I like, man. Like that's the part. That's what I like to see. Just the growth of you. Like before you left, did you have a lot of compilations or a lot of features with women?
He thinking.
That's why I'm asking.
No, man.
That's why.
I never thought.
He never thought about it.
That's just
maybe one. Yeah, I do.
You do.
It's me, Yo Gotti, and China White.
Okay.
You got one with China White. Let's talk about that,
Don't
nigga.
play with me now.
I know that's right.
Hold on, y'all had to stop the press, man.
I know that's right.
You and Yo Gotti and China. What was the name of it, man?
You showed me.
Hold on, let me. I'm on it now.
It's called
What's it
Throw
called?
It Up.
Throw It Up.
Throw it up.
Yeah.
Throw it up. So how did you even link with them to put that together?
Yo Gotti, when I got locked up, bro, I was the most sought after artist in the South. And so I went to TVT, signed that deal from prison. You could see it in the movie.
Wow.
And Yo Gotti was over there. So him and I had certain similarities. We'll leave it at that. And so when I fell, my A&R was such a cool guy, James Eichelberg. He was, really a good from the street type of guy that understood, my plight. And man, Yo Gotti got behind that, and like Free Twisted Black, little movement, and did the song and all of that. And to this day, I appreciate it. So I never got a chance to meet China White, but they placed her on the song.
They placed on the song. So that's why it kind of like, China White, because you didn't get to meet her, but
Right, yeah.
you know she was on that.
Never worked with a female artist.
That's hard, man. Like I said, I didn't even know that song. That's crazy, man. Because me, I'm man. Can you do me a big favor? I don't ask you for much,
Of
man.
course.
Give me a part of that song right there.
I would if I could remember.
I was about to say.
The
he ain't
hustler,
gonna
I'm talking
remember.
about. I'm talking about hustler, nigga. I ain't talking about.
I'm a hustler.
Yeah.
I live it. I like
But
it.
yeah,
There
no,
it is.
yeah,
Live it, I like it,
I want to hear that
walk it,
first
I
song.
talk it,
Yeah,
I do it, I know it,
this boss
Cap it, I cap it,
Yeah.
shack it, attack it.
I knew you,
sell it,
yeah.
hell it, blow it, I flip it, I serve it, I whip it, I shook it, and then I'm about it, I throw it. I take it, I break it, I shake it, I breathe it, I sleep it. I was born to show it.
How that first verse go,
I'm
man?
145 pounds, a straight gorilla, front like a pole man, undercover snowman. Law jam me up and be like, boy, what's in your hand? I just tell him, pimping, you tripping, I ain't got no hand. Never tell the law shit, run till I'm exhausted. My motto was, ain't nan one of these crackers than soft shit. Staying out your back door, 2 punks in the crack hole. Hold my work in black fold, this South niggas tackle.
Man, stop playing, man.
Don't play with old people.
Say that one out. That's that hustler, man.
Yeah, man.
I already know.
Right there.
See, I got the
See,
other
back
one.
then,
I got the
all
other
this
one.
money going there.
Oh yeah. I got the last time we did our interview. I got the other one. You know that the other one. But this one there, I was like, I got to get him.
Out of all your songs, which one is everybody's favorite?
I'm a fool with it.
I was finna say that for
We
him.
got that one the
I was
first
finna say
time.
that for him.
See, I
That's
knew
the one everybody
that's
requests
the
that
one to
song.
get when I
Yes.
first got him on the first. I was like, we for talk about that song.
Now, December the 11th. Now, I just inked a deal with put it like this: December the 11th. that Hustler remix with Gunna Meezy is coming out on Empire. Ooh. And I'll leave the details. See, I'm not one of them guys that's gonna get on here and talk about, oh yeah, I just did $1 million deal and blase this, that, and it ain't that.
Yeah.
But let's just say I'm up under Empire's umbrella. And so December 11th, that song, that video, it's gonna blow on.
It's gonna go.
Yeah.
That hoe gonna go, man.
You seen it?
Yeah.
No, I already know. That's my
I'm
guy.
to see the video.
I already know, man. I'm excited, man. You don't know.
December
I'm a big
11th,
fan,
y'all
man.
look out.
Yeah.
Big fan, man. Can't wait for it, bro. You better send it to me. We posting that thing.
Sure,
It's going down, man. You know what I'm saying? We posting that
So what's the
thing.
name of the movie that's coming out?
The movie is it's called Hustler Go Broke.
Hustler
Okay.
Go Broke.
Right?
Good name.
It's 8 episodes.
Oh, so it's a TV series.
Yeah, 30
Okay.
minute episodes. And when I tell you, if you see the first one and you're not intrigued, and if it's not a cliffhanger, then I didn't do my job.
So they gonna be hooked.
They're gonna be hooked.
Yeah.
And where y'all promoting it to come out on, or you don't know yet?
Oh yeah, yes we do. You know we playing to the T now.
Okay, so
we're shooting at, since I got to deal with Empire, it'll either be Empire or Prime. Yeah,
Okay,
kinda meet in the
Amazon
middle.
Prime.
Yeah, I don't want to shoot too far up to Netflix because they got you jumping through too many hoops.
That makes sense.
okay.
You know what I mean?
and you don't want to do Tubi.
I mean, Tubi pays well.
Yeah.
They pay, but
Right.
but no, I don't want to do Tubi.
He's open up.
No, he just, I mean, he articulating how he want to hit. You know?
I want to go middle
And-
ground
and
because
ain't nothing wrong with that.
And you're setting it up where it's 8 episodes, but you can see where multiple seasons will come later on.
absolutely, because like I said, Fort Worth has a lot of stories, right? We have real authentic stories that are interesting, just like the Fishbowl. You got this white cop that went and wrote this book, and it's foolishness, right? So now, but these are my guys. So my guys are in my book, they're in my movie, which came from my book, and you get the chance to see, how that really came about. And then, of course, if guys say the same and we're successful, then they'll spin it off and you continue and then really tell their story, get a chance to tell their story. Besides having this police that says he did all these super police things that he didn't do. You know what I mean? Yeah, so if anybody is listening and about the Fishbowl book from the police guy, don't buy it.
No.
It's not the truth.
Yeah. Yeah.
Wow.
I got to ask you about, with all the crazy stuff going on, and I know you smarter than this, when you left, the cameras was not, it's everything wasn't being recorded like now. You have guys on these cell phones, Dirk ends up just going through a situation, still going through a situation. Lil Durk is like there's so much stuff. I don't know what to believe. I don't know what his situation is, but how, I wouldn't say how to, do you understand people doing crime right now in the midst of how things are being recorded all the time? How, you know what I'm saying? Like, how do you, every time I see somebody do it, cause back in the day where we come from, you didn't have no cameras like this. Like, you could get away with it cause ain't nobody see you.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? But now every time you do something, it's on the internet as soon as you do it.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? Like, soon as you pop it off, it's like, oh yeah, watch, we're gonna see the video. If we don't see the video, it didn't happen.
Right, for sure.
Like, how do you do crime in a place like this? You know what I'm saying?
Right.
And then think you're gonna get away with it. I guess that's the question,
But people are, but rappers are doing crime and putting it in their music.
I know it, but I'm doing podcasts about it. You know what I'm
Right.
saying? It ain't going to prison. Like, how different is that for you coming home?
It ain't that different. I don't want the crime.
I know that, but I'm just saying,
Yeah, it's-
versus the way it was and the way it is
So
now.
everything is
Yeah.
on TV.
I'm gonna tell you
Everything's on
what
TV.
I've come to realize, and my wife told me this before I got home. She's like, everybody's always recording, and so that stuck with me. And then when I get home and see how, is the right word prevalent? Okay, that it is. Everybody literally is always recording, but crime is always gonna be here. You know what I mean? Now, the question is how do you commit murder and get away with it? Because I used to have this saying I used to tell guys all the time. I say, see, the difference between y'all era and our era is y'all are murderers, and we was just killers. Because killers don't. That's not a charge.
Yeah.
You don't go down the charge list. Ain't no. Well, you got first degree killer. No. We should see somebody like he'd be at people time, be like, yeah, that's Boss Talk. He got bodies.
Yeah,
and that nigga killer.
Yeah,
he got away with it.
Yeah.
But y'all, you gonna be on the front page of whatever the podcast is or the news, CNN, for murder.
Wow.
And then the dumbest thing in the world, man, if y'all listen, man, you young gangsters, man, it's not cool to send them. I've been telling them that for years. Oh, I put a bag on his head. Nigga, they gonna tell.
Exactly. Why would
Straight
you do
up.
that?
Because guess what trumps everything else? You can get caught fentanyl, cocaine, heroin, whatever. You got me down bad, police. But I know Boss Talk killed so-and-so, and I know where the body buried.
Oh, no.
Guess what they gonna say? Tell me more. And it can be 10 years down the line. So now this nigga finna sit here and trade places with you. Because he done got himself jammed up 10 years after you done put the bag on his head. So stop sending him if it gotta happen, which I don't condone violence. If it gotta happen, you better do it yourself.
Because most of these people who are going, they're usually going because of that 1 second of bad judgment. Just like how you say killers compared to the murderers, killers are the ones who will premeditate, plan, so they know how they gonna get away with it, whatever. But you have, because I saw a video, YouTube, TikTok, one of those things, Facebook more than likely. And I was like, this dude in the apartment, I think you saw it too. I think the guy stole a cell phone from him or did something like that. In the parking lot. Video showing the whole thing. You can see who did it. You can see him. And I'm like, how can, and you can know that was just a second of being hot-headed, misjudgment. He had like an AK. It wasn't no pistol. He had a big gun.
Threw his life away.
And did that. I'm like, that's evidence right there. You can't just go and say you guilty.
Yeah.
You can't say that you
not
guilty.
He threw his life
22.
away.
Wow.
He was 22. The guy was 22 that did that.
I don't know.
And then the other guy looked younger.
Yeah, the other guy that he killed was 30.
Oh, he was older?
But the thing is that the guy he killed looked like he weighed 100 pounds, and the guy who shot him weighed probably about 200 and something. Like, why not just box it out, or why not just beat him up or whatever?
Previously.
Oh, they did.
And the little nigga beat him up.
Yeah.
The little nigga got scrapped.
Yeah.
I told you.
Yeah.
Did I tell you?
He beat
Run
him
the
up,
world.
and that's kind of
I didn't know all of the backstory to it.
Yep.
Well, I just was shocked that they got all of that on camera.
That was crazy.
And that's not the first time we've seen stuff like that. We've seen stuff like that before. That's that 1 second of bad judgment.
Yeah, man.
It'll mess everything up, man. So, man, listen, man. All the time you look around and you see everything that's popping off. You know the media is talking about different things that happen. Big thing that happened since I seen you last. Young Thug, he got out. He pretty much took a deal. Shout out to OG Pyru who came back, and you guys will see it on our reviews where he says he feel like, at first he said, man, he took the worst deal ever. But after the case ended here recently, and he seen why he took that case, he was like, took the plea deal like he did. He was like, man, no, he took the best deal ever. Because if they'd got to this part that OG didn't know, he would have did a lot of time. So you feel like he did the right thing as well?
Of course.
Just go on and plea out and get up out of there.
Yeah, of course.
Try to get released.
Yes.
Free them all.
Yes. Yeah, I mean, that's like, there ain't nothing to think about. Like, jail, out of jail, out of jail. You know what I mean? So everybody keep talking about, man, he got to be on probation for some. Hey, fella, all he got to do is what he's supposed to. They allow him to work. Unlike me, I couldn't even work. I couldn't do a show, bro.
Yeah.
That's why when I came out, man, I was buzzing like a motor scooter. Everybody was offering 20, 25 for the first show, the second show, and all that. I blew all that money because they wouldn't let me work. They said if they see me with a microphone, it was a violation.
Wow.
Same shit they messing with BG about. They was on my line, bro.
Wow, shout out. That's one thing about it. Even BG come home, they were on him, man. He was trying to work. He was just trying to work. Same thing happened with you.
Yeah.
It was the same thing, because I remember, man, you would talk about it when you came home. You were like, man, sir, I can't do certain things, I got to do it this way. And the same thing when I look at BG, like, he was fighting to just try to perform, fighting to try to be in these different places, man. Like, how much do you really feel that held you back?
Oh, man, tremendously, bro. Because one thing in this game, especially with me being gone for so long, that's a hell of a hiatus. 17 years and 2 months. You know, to leave the game and then come back and then, you know, have motion. Like, they're like, hey, man, we trying to see you. Let's see it. You know what I mean? So, to get that back is hard. So, in this game, you got to strike while the iron is hot. You see what I'm saying? So, when I, you know, came out, and I had to come out the same way BG came out with that tether on, with, you know, that leg monitor, it's like you just nosedive. So now, you know, it's like a roller coaster ride. Okay, here we go. Yeah, okay. Yeah, we're going, you know, we're getting back up that joint, you know. Wow. It's hard.
It's hard, man. Like I said, I just see you still being tenacious and you know, I mean, just still going resilient, bouncing back, not giving up. That's just who you are, man. Anything what don't kill you make you stronger. True. When the going get tough, what the tough do?
Get going.
And get going. So, you know, at the end of the day, it doesn't surprise me to see you still making moves. And you know what we used to say is just a minor setback
for a major comeback.
For a major comeback.
Major comeback. Yeah, you know, for real. So you know, hey, I may not be able to hold a mic and do what I want to do, but between the people that I deem special, you know, when it comes to music, they'll get it for me, and I'm okay with them calling me up there saying, I want to thank Twisted Black.
Come on, man.
Yeah, that's cool. Yeah, I ain't even got to go up there, but I just sit there and be like, you know, yeah. But I want to go up there, though.
We're going up there together.
Yeah, I want to go. I've been wanting to say forever, hey, if you in jail and you watching this, you can do it.
Yeah, that's it, man. That's all I want to say. You just said it, nigga. On Boss Talk, nigga. Don't even play, man. No, I think that's the game. Like, man, I think a lot of times, man, people don't realize how much that means. That inspires, man. That's
when
heavy
you know
inspiration.
It's a real story. Yeah. And it ain't fabric. This ain't Hollywood. This ain't Tony Montana. Ain't no Tony Montana. It's a real Twisted Black. I really mean it. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
So, good Lord says the same. And that's my destiny. Then I can't wait to give him all the glory in front of everybody.
Man, I heard, and you know you didn't hit you with this one. I heard that you and LD got some new music coming out. LD 300, my guy.
Listen, LD, I don't know what you told LD to make him stay on my line like he do. He called me. Hey, Black man, I just wondered if you had a few minutes. You know this is not gonna be a few minutes out there. You finna drill me and tell me to drop music and keep working. And you finna send me, oh yeah, we got some new music.
I can't wait to hear it.
He work. I work hard.
He is a monster.
Tough. LD 300 is tough. He is a work. I love to see them streaming checks.
That boy working, ain't he, man?
Man, he works.
Man,
you gotta work.
Bar for bar, how do you feel about it when you met him and heard his music?
Man, you know what? So I'm gonna tell you, that was the easy part for me, because when I talked to you and him first, y'all gave me so many bars that wasn't in music.
Man, that's a bar in itself.
You did what I'm saying. Y'all gave me so much. Y'all prepared me. This true story. Prepared me for everything and it happened just like that. And so when you and I hung up the phone, him and I talked for days.
That's hard, man.
And so the music, when I heard the music, yeah, he can rap and he telling his story, so I'm a fan.
Man, I'm a fan of both of y'all. I just knew that kid. I knew that was gonna be the thing.
Yeah, we locked in.
Lock these niggas in. These both niggas do penitentiary niggas. You know?
Yeah, we locked in.
17 is the magic number. Like, these niggas did some time. They need to be together, rapping or something, nigga. Keep these niggas out of the way.
For real.
No, man, just to hear your story, man. I can hear it over and over again, man. Anytime something going down, man, I want to be a part of it, man. I just thank you for keep on doing the work, man, bringing these artists on, man. Absolutely. Man, like I say, man, Pooh the Great, I'm going to be watching, nigga. It's up, nigga.
It's like, definitely up.
Man, you know,
I'm not going nowhere.
Man, give me that one that he sent me. Give me a little bit of that. Yeah, I want to hear it.
You want to hear it?
Yeah.
Okay, hold on.
You know, I'm gonna put you on the spot on Boss Talk. You know what I'm saying?
It's nothing.
Acapella.
It's
nothing. You know what I'm
saying? Nothing. What's that scarf? But y'all let it hit that scarf for life. But yeah.
I
you want his scarf? Yeah. Now let's go. Am I gonna be able to see it?
Yeah, I want to hear it.
Okay.
Yes.
I want to hear it.
What the fuck was they thinking when they said that I'm not the hardest? I really be popping my shit. Respect how I'm coming, cause I came from nothing. Promise my mama that we gon' be rich. Jumped at the whip, they looking like, who is that? Is a meal, they checking the feet. Say he a dog, well bitch, I'm a dog too. My demeanor gon' make that boy sick. Like them with twisted, consistent of vision. Loving my life, cause I really be living. Like how I say I really be speeding. Jumped in that water, I really be swimming. Ain't pressed by no nigga, I really be chilling. Bitch, I'm outside in the street by me beating. Straight to the top with this shit, how I'm feeling. Feel like Lil Wayne in the booth with no ceilings. I got a dream that I seen with my eyes closed, sick with these boys and this bitch like a snot nose. Say they want smoke, then I'm calling my vatos. I put my cheeks like some.
Don't get him no more. He got to pay for that. Straight that nigga.
She won't stop.
It would go. I had to stop that, man. Get him out of there.
You know how many times I had to punch? He'd be like, okay, now keep that part. Let's do another part.
Newport's killing it. Bringing it.
Thank y'all so much, man. God, I enjoyed this, man. Thank you guys, man. How can people get a hold of you, man, if they trying to reach out to you, Pooh the Great?
Reach out to him.
No, I need to handle these.
No, give me a social
but
media.
my social media is Pooh the MF and Great on Instagram, Pooh the MF and Great on TikTok, Nonchalant Savage on Facebook. I'm on YouTube with the same name.
Man,
I'm everywhere.
Same thing to you.
Yes, The Twisted Black. That's THE Twisted Black. The Twisted Black, however you say it, on all platforms. And please, I'm telling you, be on the lookout for this movie. Hustle or Go Broke Fort Worth, 8 episodes, 30-minute episodes of real, true, good music and street tale where the person is still here to tell it.
I know that's right.
And he's not an informant. That's the difference.
And when can we look? When can we find this? When can we see this?
We start shooting December the 12th.
Okay, so it's 2025 before it comes out, right?
Yeah. But
Summer?
we definitely got to get it to you. If guys say the same, definitely.
Okay.
Yeah, so,
Wow, thank you so much, man. Appreciate you, man. Much respect, much love for everything you guys doing, man. This has been another great man. We love you, both of you.
And before we go, Snowfall, the album, first single out December 11th on Empire.
Man, it's about to go down. Twisted Black Gunna Meezy. It's gonna go crazy, man.
Donald Trump supposed to come get in the video if he can make it.
Hey, it's going down, man.
Yeah, I call him back.
No, hey, man, listen, man. Been another great segment of Boss Talk 101. What a bosses talk.
And we out.